everyone, welcome to Vlogmas episode 5. As of today, we are 13 days away from Christmas, which is very, very sad. Very, very sad. I love the build up to Christmas so much. And do you know what? I'm reminiscing a lot on this time last year. This time last year, we were literally just on the final stages of finishing our house renovation, and we had loads of people in basically every day to get the house finished. There was such like a buzz in the house, and it's so weird when I look back on pictures of this time last year. Like, quite often I do that. I look to see, oh, where was we up to at this point last year? And it's so crazy that like literally in 10 days time people would have finished, and the house would have been like kind of done, which is crazy to say that. But we going back to this week, I haven't actually vlogged any this week, which makes me a very bad Vlogmas vlogger. I've had a super busy week this week with work and other stuff going on, and one of the big things actually that was going on is, I think I did mention this in my first video, but as of November, it was mid-November, I had my biggest cookie order to date, like my biggest corporate cookie order to date, which was for a relative's company. And unfortunately, because I'd had an episode the day before, I'd made all of the cookies, so my cookies are frozen. I'd made all the cookies. I was planning to bake them that evening, the evening that I'd had the episode. I had 200 to bake. I was literally going to be baking for like 6 hours as soon as I finished work to get them all done, and unfortunately I had to cancel because obviously I was not well. And I was so gutted, and I felt so guilty. So they had their Christmas party yesterday, and I wanted to make up to them, so I made some cookies for their Christmas party, which I dropped off on Wednesday. So when I finished work Wednesday, I was baking a couple of batches of cookies for this, and I was stickering them all up. They had branded stickers which I'd actually bought for the corporate event, so I was so glad that they, like, some of them were used. But I got a message this morning to say, this was honestly, it means so much to me when I get feedback. I also am very much in favour of good feedback and bad feedback. So when I first launched my cookie business back in 2021, I actually did a trial period, probably for about 3 or 4 months, where I was giving cookies to everyone I knew, people that I was doing like an exercise class with, all people that I didn't really know very well, which was good, and asking for feedback. I take them into work and ask for feedback, like anything that I could do to improve like the cookies that I was making. Anyway, this was where I was actually getting to. This was some good feedback. I had some great feedback on the cookies. This lady messaged Ross's cousin and said, this was for in the morning, there was like, I'm not saying I am eating one of your cousin's cookies for breakfast, but I'm also not saying that I'm not. And then she said, I'm not saying it's the greatest thing that I've ever put in my mouth, but I'm also not saying it isn't. And I was like, oh my god, which was really cool. So I was so happy about that. So whilst all this week's been going on, whilst I've been doing these corporate cookies and stuff like that, it's really got me back into like the frame of mind of getting my business actually properly trading again, because obviously last month was meant to be my launch. I was meant to launch very early in November and take orders for Christmas, but obviously I didn't want to take orders and let people down, which is what happened in this situation. So I wanted to avoid that at all costs. So anyway, yesterday I posted on Instagram to say that I'm accepting, or not accepting, I'm taking cookie orders again for Christmas, and I'm doing a special selection of free cookies for Father Christmas or Santa, which are going to be collected on the 23rd and 24th of December. I'm also doing regular cookie boxes as well. So I've literally had 4 orders since yesterday, which is fantastic. So as a small business, obviously this isn't my full-time gig. I work full-time as well. I do this completely in my spare time. It's amazing. Like, I'm honestly so tough. When I get orders through, I'm literally like, it is the biggest compliment ever. And I love it so much. I can't explain to you how much I enjoy it. It's such a fulfilling thing from start to finish. Like watching something go from bags of ingredients to a finished product. I love the whole process from start to finish. Also, I'm really happy with our branding as well. Our branding is so cool. It's really kitsch. It's really like vintagey looking. I love it. I love the look of it. It's not meant to be like super corporate or anything like that. It's very much like homemade aesthetic, which is what my cookies are. They don't look perfect they're not all like exactly the same, which I like that they've got a bit of character. But yeah, so it's been a super busy cookie week. I've been trying to get things up and running, to take some orders again, which is super exciting. I want to say I probably get more enjoyment out of it than anyone else does, but yeah, it's super fun anyway. So that's been keeping me nice and busy. That's what I've been doing. Work's also been busy because it's a shorter month this month, so we're trying to get everything like compressed into a shorter amount of time. But anyway, life is good. I'm happy, I'm busy, I'm glad it's Friday. So, more importantly, when I'm filming this, I'm actually on my lunch at the moment, but it is Taylor Swift Friday. I'm a big Swiftie. when have I become a Swiftie? I become a Swiftie when the Reputation album come out, but I would say in probably the last 3 or 4 years I've become like a die-hard Swiftie. Not to the extent of some people. I would say on this scale, I'm probably like a 5 or a 6. There is people like 10 and above that are like, live and breathe this every single day. I love her music, and the Eras tour was incredible. It was such an incredible experience. Also, my sister's also now really into Taylor Swift, which is so cool. So yeah, it's something that we've like really bonded over. And this evening, hopefully it's happening, but this evening we had planned for her to come to my house. We was going to do like some lovely little picky bits and food and stuff, and we was going to watch the Taylor Swift documentary, which is the 1st and 2nd episode airing this evening, and we was going to sit and watch it together, but she's not feeling 100%, and yeah, we're not too sure if she's going to end up coming. She hasn't replied yet, so I'm not too sure how she's feeling now. She did message this morning and say she wasn't feeling very well. Also, my nose looks so red when I sit back. I literally look like Rudolph like this. So yeah, we're not too sure, but if she doesn't watch it with me, we're going to probably watch it separately anyway and then regroup after. Also, the new fall Eras tour movie from the actual show, including the Tortured Poets department segment, is gone live on Disney+. It took all my might this morning not to put it on. I was like, I can't believe Tortured Poets is going to be in it. So yes, super exciting. Very big Taylor Swift day. Also today, it's actually Ross's birthday next week, and he's going out with his friends this evening into London. I think he's going to Waterloo, with his friends for like a drink for his birthday, so he's also out tonight. Yeah, do you know what? I'm just happy. I feel like life is good. I feel happy, I feel busy. I'm also so glad that it's Friday. I'm going to have somewhat of a lay-in tomorrow morning because it's been early doors in this house, getting things ready for this week. Yeah, anyway, I will see you later when I finish work. I've literally got 4 hours of work to get done, and then I can go into the weekend feeling zen because everything that I need to get done is done, and I'm so excited for tonight. If my sister's here, fantastic, as a bonus. If she's not here, I'm literally going to, so I'm going to do myself something nice for dinner. I haven't eaten lunch yet. I'm gonna do something nice for dinner, and I'm gonna sit in the living room. I'm gonna do all the lights, sit with the Christmas tree, and just thoroughly enjoy this experience because I've been waiting for this documentary for so long. I've wanted to, like, I feel like all of the Swifties were hoping she was filming a documentary, so when she announced that she was, I think a lot of us were like, oh my god. So anyway, I've avoided seeing anything online apart from one tiny thing about the documentary, but yeah, I will catch up with you later. Good evening, guys. I have been out and about since I finished work. I dropped Ross off at the train station, and he's actually gone out with his friends tonight for his birthday, which is really nice. And I think I mentioned that I was going to have, my sister was going to come watch the Taylor Swift docu-series on Disney+, but she's not well, so we're going to do like a streaming thing where she watches it at hers and I watch it at mine. But anyway, I popped into Asda on the way home. I actually had to do 3 separate orders because I had 3 separate, not orders, what would you call it? 3 separate payments, because I had one that was on our joint account, which is our food shopping. I had one that was like Ross's birthday stuff, which I'm going to show you in a second. And then I had one which was my business card, which was for chocolate for my cookies. So this took a very long time to process this because I did it on the self-checkout. But anyway, I'm going to show you in a second what I'm going to do for Ross's birthday. A little sneaky peeky there. But yeah, I'm going to pop this away. That's a little bit better. So I thought I'd show you what I've got myself to make for dinner tonight and other bits and pieces that I picked up from Asda. So, bit of a random one. I wasn't sure whether or not to get a takeaway because as I said, my sister was coming around, we was going to do picky bits, and then I was kind of thinking I could eat a chicken kebab, but instead, whilst I was in Asda, I thought, you know what, I'm just going to grab some bits for dinner and do like a little picky bit dinner just for me. So what I'm going to do is I've got one of these little like skinny pizzas. I think I'm just going to do half of that. Then I've got some cherry tomatoes. I do also have some cherry tomatoes in the fridge, which I'm going to use first. I've got a little dip there as well. And then I've got some chorizo rollitos, and I thought I'd warm up like 2 of these little arancini balls to go with that, so it's like a bit of a picky tea. Also got our favourite crisps as well, just because we ran out of them. Also, when we had our Christmas party on Saturday night, onion rings are so popular and so underrated, and they're so cheap for what they are. Like, you get so many for the price, and I thought that was great. Me and Ross just thoroughly enjoy them. Also got some strawberries. I'm going to cut up some strawberries to have them as well. And finally, I just got some olives, so I'm going to do like a little bit of a little plate for myself. Then some bits that we needed, I've got Ross's tape dispenser, a refill, and I also got some more sellotape as well because I was wrapping a present earlier with glue dots, which was not that fun. Then for the house, I got some deodorant. This is the one that I use. I really like the Dove Men deodorant, a lot better than women's deodorant. There's a couple of smells I really like, but that one was £2 and the others were a £5, so I thought, you know, I'm just gonna get that. Then I got this bottle of fake tan because I'm nearly out of my favourite fake tan, and you can only order it on TikTok shop. And I just think, oh, do you know what, whilst I was in there, I thought I'm just gonna grab one of these. This is just a 1 hour fast one. It was like £5, so got that. And then just another big huge bubble bath. And then getting on to more exciting stuff. I think I'm safe because Ross, I don't think will watch this video. I'm pretty sure he won't. But for his birthday, I think I mentioned his birthday is next week. Rather than getting him a birthday cake, which he doesn't like, he's really not into birthday cakes at all. He doesn't really eat cake that much. I was kind of having all these ideas of things to make him, because obviously Ross is very much in his like Pokemon hobby era at the moment, so his whole birthday is Pokemon themed. So I've got Pokemon bunting. I've ordered, when I got upstairs I'll show you, I've ordered this Pokemon like cake topper thing that says Ross 34 on it. I bet the lady's probably used to doing like kids ones, but yeah, it's got, I had that made on Etsy. I've got Pokemon balloons to go everywhere as well. And then as I said, I was like going through all these ideas, like, right, what can I make him? Because I've got this cake topper, and I thought, oh, I could make him a giant cookie cake. He loves my banana bread cookie, so I was like, oh, I could make him like a double stacked banana bread cookie thing with like a dark chocolate ganache or something inside. And then I had this idea of sculpting his favourite Pokemon. So I was trying to think outside the box a little. I was going to say locks a little bit. I'm thinking outside the box. I've been on Pinterest, I've been on TikTok, I've been on Instagram, looking at really like cool Pokemon themed ideas. Also, there's going to be 3 of us in the evening. Ross's mum's coming around for dinner as well. So there's no point making like masses and masses of stuff because it's just not going to get eaten. So I think I've come up with my idea, which I think is pretty good actually. I'm pretty happy with it. So Ross's favourite biscuit is an Oreo, like a double stuffed Oreo. And also, this is a bit sentimental because when we went to Florida for like the first couple of times, we would always go to the Hard Rock Cafe in Orlando, in Universal. And they used to do this Oreo cheesecake and it was incredible. Like, if I can find a picture, I'll pop it in. I've never had anything to that standard, like of an Oreo cheesecake to this day. Like, we still talk about it now. So I was thinking, do you know what? I'm gonna make him a big Oreo cheesecake. Well, not a big, like a standard size Oreo cheesecake. So when I was walking around, I was like, do you know what? Should I just go out like tomorrow, not tomorrow, or next week and get the ingredients? But I thought, whilst I'm in Asda, why don't I just go back around again and get the stuff that I need? So anyway, this is what I got, and actually the prices were really, really good, I thought. So I got 3 really big Philadelphias in just the original full fat flavour. These were £2.13 each, which I thought was pretty good going. Then I got a huge double cream as well. I got some more icing sugar. I do have icing sugar already, but I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna get some more. Also, super convenient, one of my Secret Santa presents in my box set. Let me see if I can get it in here actually. Is it in here? No, it's probably in the dishwasher because I've used it. But it comes with like a hot chocolate powder dispenser, and I've wanted an icing sugar one of these for ages, so I thought, fantastic, I'm literally going to put that in my cupboard and use that for icing, so I can use this for this project. Then I don't know if you can see, I don't know if you can see there actually, it looks very bright. There is a lot of Oreos. I've got like 5 packs of Oreos. I've also got some Oreos in my baking supply anyway, because I do an Oreo cookie, but I've got double stuffed ones to go on the top as well to make it look decorative. Also got whipped cream in the fridge, so I can make it all look really nice at the top. And I've got, wish me luck, I'm going to attempt to make some kind of Pokemon thing at the top. So stay tuned for that. I think I might film that on Tuesday. His birthday's on Wednesday, so maybe this time next week, maybe it might be up. And then also, whilst I was in there, I was going for like a very colourful theme. So I just had a thought actually, I didn't think this through. So I got some like multicoloured birthday candles because I thought they went with like the Pokemon theme, and just some more bunting, like some more normal things, like what are they called, banners, sorry. Then this is what I didn't really think through. I thought these looked a bit Pokeball coloured-esque. I don't know. I thought, oh, they're quite cool, like a bit colourful, and they kind of go with the theme of like all of the other Pokemon colour stuff I've got. What I would usually do is hang it from this thing up here, this light feature, which we have actually decorated for Christmas. So I didn't really think this through. I might have to hang them from the middle. I don't know, but that'll be fun. And then the only other thing as well that I got, because we are making gammon for Christmas, is 2 massive, well, they were a tenner each. I got big lumps is probably not a very nice word to use, but I got 2 joints, that's what I mean. I got 2 big gammon joints, they're 2.4 kg each, which I'll slow cook for like 20 hours in the fridge. I'm not going to slow cook it in the fridge. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm going to slow cook it in my slow cooker and then make the glaze that I did the other day as well. So yeah, these have got a long date. They've got till the 7th of Jan. In the fridge, annoyingly, I got a lump, not a lump, that's the wrong thing to say. I got a joint of gammon a couple of weeks ago from Ocado, but it goes out of date next week, so I've got to cook it. I might even cook it, I don't know, maybe tomorrow, and slow cook that. But it goes out of date before Christmas, so it's got to be used. But yeah, this is the cream I picked up the other day. I think I got it from maybe Lidl, so I'm going to squirt that on the top. So yeah, I'm excited to make it actually. Right, girl dinner has been served. I've got myself set up. I've got myself some ice and a fresh Coke Zero. I've also got my Stanley for hydration. And then this is my really, really random dinner. It looks really good though, I think. So this is what I've got. I've got those little chorizo roll things. I've got some onion rings. I've got some dip. I've got a couple of slices of that pizza. I cooked the whole thing because I actually remembered when I was dropping Ross off that he was like, oh, I really fancy a pizza, but we're getting a burger tonight. So I was like, do you know what? If I have got any left over, Ross can have it when he gets home. I warmed up some cherry tomatoes in the air fryer, and I've also got some olives and some arancini, and I also got out of the cupboard this little balsamic drizzle, which I'll put over my pizza and over my tomatoes. And then I'm just going to pop some YouTube on. I don't actually know what I'm going to watch this evening. I think me and my sister are going to start Taylor Swift in about half hour, so I've got a bit of time. So yeah, I'm very happy, very, very happy. Hold on, I've pressed play, it's starting now. I'm on 0.2 seconds. Right, my sister's here on my phone. Maple's joining us. Right, tell me when you're on 0.2 seconds, Sherry.
It says Vancouver, British Columbia.
Oh, you're ahead of me, wait. Mine says Taylor Swift, The Eras Tour, the final show. Have you seen that yet? 9 seconds in.
We're not on the same one.
Wait, what are you on? Oh, I'm on the wrong one. Hold on. Oh, sorry. Welcome to the Eras Tour. Welcome to the Eras Tour. Okay, hold on. Maple likes to attack this spinning thing on the telly. Right. I'll stop when I get to what? When it says Vancouver. Wait, hold on. It's showing Vancouver, British Columbia. Is that what it says on your screen?
Yeah.
Right. Right, you ready? Are you ready? Are you playing it?
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't played yet. I'm not gonna lie. Me and Sherry are both messaging each other. We're like, I'm actually quite emotional. Watching this back is actually crazy. What a time to be alive. So just a very quick update in between episodes, because we have just done episode 1, we're about to do episode 2. Episode 1 was really emotional. She touched on quite a few things that had happened during the Eras tour, like the incident in Vienna and in Liverpool, and it was really beautifully handled actually. And me and my sister were just like texting each other like, oh my god, this is like heartbreaking. But she just finished the first tour back, the first show back after Vienna, and it ended really well. So anyway, we are about to watch episode 2. Me and my sister are going to text each other. I don't know if I mentioned, but my sister wasn't well, which is why we are doing this virtually. So I've got to text her to be like, right, we ready to go? She was probably like 30 seconds ahead of me, probably. But also, it's really cute. Tiki's just come down to be with us, and Maple, I don't know if you can see, Maple's head's actually behind the stocking holder, but Maple's watching, well, Maple's chilling with me whilst I'm watching this. So anyway, episode 2, here goes. Okay, just as a summary, 10 out of 10. It was incredible. It was so good watching the 2 episodes. Me and my sister have been on the phone and just literally got off the phone again. Yeah, there were so many bits. I just thought it was beautifully done. And do you know what? I won't take any hate when people would say horrible things about Taylor Swift. She honestly is such a lovely soul, like such a good soul. And I just think she does things that normal people wouldn't do. She's very thoughtful, and I just really like admire things that she does. I just think she's, yeah, I think a lot of her, to be honest. And the behind the scenes stuff was so cool, like absolutely loved it. I'm really looking forward to hearing about the costumes and like the logistics stuff of it. Like, I love that kind of thing, but it was great. Good afternoon. It is Sunday today, and actually we're going out of the house, which is very exciting. We are going to a Christmas carol event, like the story of how Charles Dickens come up with the idea of Christmas Carol. So we're actually doing that. So we got told we had to wear like certain outfits. So the women were encouraged to wear like puffy sleeved shirts. This is all I had. I've got a couple of others, but this is the one that worked best with my outfit. And I've got like a pleated skirt on. I very much look like I'm wearing a school uniform. I also put a headband in as well, I don't know if you can see. And Ross was told to wear a suit or like chinos and that kind of outfit, so that's what we're wearing. And we're actually going to go up to London in a second. We're going to go up early and make the most of it. We've got a couple of hours before we're meant to be at this event. There's also like a dine-in thing as well, so we watch the story. I think it's like a food, I can't think of the name of it, but it's like a dinner show when you're watching something and you're getting served food at the same time. So I think that's what it is. So no, super excited. I feel like this will make us feel very Christmassy. We literally are about 4 hours early at the moment, so we've got loads of time that we can put around in London. But I will take you with me. I'm not going to take the camera because I'm only taking a little bag actually. I'm actually also going to wear these boots here. I've had every outfit out that you can possibly imagine, but I'm only taking a small bag. I'm going to take my little Cat Geiger bag and wear it over my shoulder rather than my casual like day-to-day bag. But yeah, let's go. Was it? It's 10 to 2. Let's go. We've actually come for a little walk around Canary Wharf. We got off the tube early. I'm just having a little walk around and seeing, what's that called?
Zamboni.
Zamboni, so that cleans the ice.
Yeah, so it smooths it. So what it does, it actually, I believe, gets that little bit of heat to melt the top layer, and then it smooths it, and then when it freezes again, and then it's completely flat. So it actually takes out all the skate
all
parts.
The chips and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, it's much better than like just brooming it as such.
It's a little churro place over there as well.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you'll see it in a second. But you can see it's leaving it really wet as it goes behind it.
Brings us back to trying to go ice skating at the Rockefeller. It's like it's coming straight for us. And it being cancelled because it was raining. Oh yeah, you can see where it's still wet now.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool though, isn't it? my god, this is amazing. Right, so starters have come out. I went for the cheese. It's like a cheese pot, melting pot, I think, with some bread. It's got some vegetables. And Ross went for salmon.
Salmon, yeah. Got a little bit of bread. That'd be the best bit of it.
And we've got some hot tea. This smells really nice. You done it?
Yeah, I can smell it.
Yeah.
It's cider, it's not tea.
Yeah. Oh.
I think I'm driving. I'm not sure if it's actually alcoholic cider or not. So.
Okay, so verdict on the food. Wasn't to our palate. The bread and the actual butter was delightful, but
Salmon was nice.
salmon was nice. Well, as you say,
wasn't hot salmon.
it was.
But it was nice.
This is making me laugh. I had the cheese pot that had like a red jelly thing on it. It could have another cracker or another bit of bread to dip in, but also good. Also, we got some apple toddy, like cider.
What did you call it?
Toddy.
Scotty.
A Christmas Carol. Marley was dead. To begin. His key into the lock of the door. He saw in the knocker, without it undergoing any intermediate process of change, not a knocker, but Marley's face. Ah! Marley's face!
Okay, so the first act was incredible. Very, very well
Very
done.
unbelievable.
Yeah,
Very, very good.
the talent is pretty spectacular, to be fair. And we just got our main three, which is a lamb, not lamb, it's a roasted duck. Ready?
I don't like duck, but I'll give it a go.
Tokyo guests! In came the 6 Miss Festivities, beaming and lovable. Have you get my girl? Stand up next to your mother and don't bring around the circle. Here we go. Don't forget the shit. Find yourself a man and dance. Dance with
Dessert is served. We've got a Christmas pudding, which looks like actually a mince pie with ice cream and some cream on top.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure they're playing the soundtrack from Disneyland Paris Main Street USA at Christmas time. I've listened to that religiously. They're playing that now. If I know the next song. And it goes do. And then I'm trying to remember what the next one is. It could be scary Christmas music. Ding.